Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Push the button.
News Talk 1430 WXNT, and you're on the edge of the web with Erin Sparks.
You may not be opening your pod bay doors, but are you opening up the doors of your website to people's iPod? How about that for a good segue?
Who uses an iPod?
All right. You're listening to the web radio with Erin Sparks and John Thompson from Site Strategics. That was my approach to trying to talk about mobile sites and actually having your site come up on different mobile browsers when people are searching for things throughout their mobile search. One of the biggest things that we have seen here over the last 6 months to a year is the need for a mobile version of your website to be able to convey all the business information that you need to. If you still don't have a mobile-friendly version of your website, you're most likely turning away potential customers without even knowing it. Nearly half of all U.S. adults use a smartphone.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's according to some recent findings from the Pew Internet and American Life Project. 90% of those smartphone owners say they use the device to check email and surf the web. Okay. That's not even counting those who use the mobile devices such as tablets to access the web. So,
and I would definitely say that if you don't have a mobile website, at least have a Google Plays page.
Absolutely.
Because they've already made it to where it's mobilely optimized.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. With mobile internet traffic on the rise, you might think small businesses are developing mobile-friendly versions, but you'd be wrong. Actually, 26% of small businesses have a mobile website. And that's the portion of small businesses that actually have a website.
Right.
Obviously, that's grown by leaps and bounds here in the last couple of years, but just 26% of them actually have a mobile version. Now, that's a growing problem, especially for local businesses. I mean, basically, whenever you come to a website via a mobile browser, mm-hmm. right, you may be dealing with the fact that you're seeing the full site in that very small screen, and you're forcing the users to pinch, to be able to expand, try to track down on your traditional desktop browser page where your company information is, where different business information is, contact information is, and you're really forcing an elephant through a keyhole almost from a viewable perspective, and that's going to do nothing but turn off those customers.
You know, you're absolutely right on the mobile website, and I'm not trying to steer away from it, but you know, one of the first things that we do is we check into Foursquare, mm-hmm. And at a lot of places, especially restaurants. Mm-hmm. I know I'll check in and I'll look at the reviews on what is the recommended menu item and stuff like that.
Sure.
Having a presence or at least monitoring those assets is mm-hmm. crucial.
Absolutely. And with Google Analytics, you can actually, if you have it installed, you can go into the traffic portion of Google Analytics and be able to see, pardon me, on different platforms, how many are coming into your website with mobile operating systems and mobile screens coming and seeing your site. So you can get a fair sense of the portion of traffic that you may or may not be satisfying. You know, if you don't have any contact information, if there's no hours, if there's no easy to read menu, right? There's no business in it for me. If you're forcing me to actually decipher how you're presenting your content, I've got better things to do with my time.
Right.
I'll find a different website where they're providing me good, useful information. For example, if you go to sitestrategics.com on a mobile platform, I guarantee you.
Oh, I already left.
Oh, there you go. See? Alrighty. If you go to sitestrategics.com, you'll see the contact page actually fire, even with our front door there. And a contact form right there. That's the home page for our mobile site. Now, we give a little bit additional information around the edges, but the point is, you're getting there, you're seeing our hours of operation, you're seeing our contact information, you're seeing what we've deemed most important for you. If you're coming across Indiana SEO, you come to our site. You'll also see the link to the full expanded version of the site, but
right.
you'll get the information that we want you to have, right? So if content isn't easy to read or access on a smaller screen, customers might go to that next shop down the block instead, you know?
It's absolutely true.
So some good ideas to engage in display your company's most important information at the top. If you don't have a mobile version of your site, these are some things that you need to do for your existing site. Display your company's most important information at the top of your main page, including your name, address, contact information, even a brief description of what you do. Don't include any flash-based videos, all right, on your mobile site. We know iOS won't even fire them.
Right.
Many devices don't support Flash whatsoever. Plus, the video eats up your data and can take a long time to load. Make information easy to read on a small screen. Don't complicate navigation across several pages, and don't make users download PDFs. The more straightforward, the better. You know, from a user-friendliness standpoint, consider making the mobile page user-friendly and easy to use. Here, you know, there's a couple points that we talk about for creating a user-friendly mobile site. Give me one, John, real quick.
A couple examples of.
Well, I mean, you're looking at assigning access keys to links and navigation menus and frequently accessed functionality. So, I mean, it's almost like you're boiling down the navigation to the most important things that you think that your user is going to guide themselves with. So, you don't give the entire site functionality. In fact, I mean, it may sound counterproductive, but you may not want to share all that information with that mobile audience, right?
Right.
Don't cause any pop-ups or any other windows to appear, and do not change the current window without informing that user. Also, keep an eye on the number of keystrokes. Keep the number of keystrokes to a minimum. So, I mean, you got to make it intuitive. You got to make it almost. I mean, you really just have to think about it this way: where my thumb can go, that's the navigation. Don't give me 2 steps away to get the cheese. I want to be able to have it in a very almost one-dimensional type of perspective. Is that if it's not on that front page, give me only 1 step away and make it very easy to actually navigate to that goal or that conversion point. Right? Mm-hmm. You know, note the target file formats that you have, unless you know what device it supports. So it annoys the user whenever they can't open up a file after clicking on a link that says open or download the file.
Right.
So you're assuming that everybody's got a PDF reader on their mobile phone, right? Well, that may not be the case. Don't embed a Word document. Don't embed some proprietary things that a standard desktop can fire up very easily.
Then again, though, I've seen QR codes used to fire up a PDF a lot, too. So I wouldn't say that's the end-all, be-all.
It's not that they just don't fire it. But, I mean, you're assuming that people have these type of readers.
Right.
And my point is, what's that PDF information really for? If it's for an audience that wants to print that, well, on top of that, they're not going to be able to print it from that phone anyway, give or take. So if it's really that goal is to allow them to print a tear sheet off for some sort of service, right?
Yeah.
Leave that on the desktop version of it. Take it off of the navigation and accessibility on your mobile side of things.
Right.
Use clear and simple language. And don't use images that can't be rendered by the device. Avoid large or high resolution images except when critical information would otherwise be lost. So, I mean, we're talking bandwidth issues, but we're on a 4G network, 3G network. Mm-hmm. You know, your capacity for a delivery on a web page is much higher than it used to be. But perfect example is if I've got a slider image on the home page that is 200 kilobytes, right? It's a real vibrant image. Reduce it, optimize it for that browser. Just don't let the scalability of the mobile browser do the same work with that image.
Right.
Give it a little bit of ease of bandwidth to be able to do that. You know,
I think absolutely. And if you have a WordPress website, which we promote,
yep, absolutely.
HTML5 themes are the way to go on that a lot because they actually scale to your screen and your device that you use.
That's right. That's right, and the responsive design is in that realm of design that actually can adjust based on whatever the dimensions of whatever screen is looking at that site. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of neat new technology that's out there that makes this even easier to do.
Right.
And the cool thing about these CMSs like WordPress is that they auto-sense the actual browser itself. So
Right.
you have to have the additional scripting knowledge to have to put in a mobile code to actually take them to a different website. Right. This will actually render out that mobile version based on that operating system. Here's some quick tips to actually creating a good mobile site. One is, turn off your cell phone Wi-Fi connection, and then pull up through your regular data carrier. Then launch your web browser and type in your business URL. Okay, now start counting. If it takes 5 seconds or less to load that homepage fully, that's pretty good. If it's 10 seconds or more, there's some significant room for improvement. Start with some easy improvements. Depending on the results of your tests, your site may need some major overhaul, or just some tweaks. If a redesign is necessary, you can start with a quick and easy fix there. Let's see. If it's not already there, put the following information at the top of the site's homepage: your business name, brief description, such as tax accountants or auto repair or fine French dining or whatever you want. Your street address, the hours of operation, phone numbers or inquiries for reservations, an email address, and the link to the mobile version of the site. Now, I say that because you may actually trip across something where a mobile browser can't actually sense, or the site can't sense that mobile interaction, and having that additional link over to the full mobile version is a catch-all, basically. Mm-hmm. If there's anything from a functionality standpoint that the mobile browser sees the official original site, give them that additional access right there.
Right.
But more importantly, build that user-friendly mobile version of your site. Creating a mobile version can be fairly straightforward. If you build your site with tools that offer a mobile theme layout, then simply select a theme and apply it to your website. Now, there's not as easy as that, because you do have to kind of reportion an area of your website to be part of that additional content that's just mobile friendly. Mm-hmm. But it's very easy to do. And contact Site Strategics, because we can certainly put that together for you very effectively and very cheaply.
Absolutely.
And one last note is that, having a mobile site is one of the main one good factor for a part of the search engine criterion for getting higher in the rankings, and that's always a plus. Absolutely. We'll be right back on News Talk 1430 talking about some additional news of how to in your SEO world. Talk to you real soon. This is Edge of the Web.